Hi, good morning, my dear students. Welcome back again to the social science class of 9th standard. History first chapter, we are focusing on the first chapter, Christianity and Islam. Okay, and I would like to summarize the whole chapter in this brief session. So, my dear students, once again, welcome back to History first chapter. Okay, and the chapter Christianity and Islam. Okay, so we learned many things about Christianity and learned many things about Islam. Okay, the two important religions of the world. And let us see the contributions of Christianity. You can see on the board. Christianity was standing for peace and brotherhood. Okay, not only Christianity, all the religions, including Islam and many other religions, all the religions in the world are standing for peace and brotherhood and harmony. Okay, and coming to Christianity, the second contribution, they established many educational and medical institutions. So this is the one of the most important contributions made by the British. Okay, that is, they started many educational and medical institutions in the world, educational institution and medical institutions in the world, and it has brought lot of tremendous changes in the society. Okay, within India also we can see many schools are running by the Christian missionaries. Okay, and it is also keeping high standard, and because of their effort, English education, the modern education started in India. Okay, because of their initiative with the help of the British government in India. Okay, and British government also motivated, they also given lot of energy in order to spread Christianity in India and throughout the world. Okay, and the next important point, empowerment of women and weak. So through giving education and health care, Christian people served the weaker sections of the society, including women. Okay, they have given a lot of training for vocational training they have given to women, among the weaker sections of the society, including weaker sections, those who are financially poor or traditionally poor, backward classes. They were improved by the Christianity. And moreover, many people converted to Christianity from the backward castes of Hindu religion. As a result, they also came in front of the mainstream of the society. Okay, that is also one of the contributions made by the Christianity. Okay, and that is about Christianity. And coming to Islam, one important thing I forgot to explain about Christianity. Actually, it was established by Jesus Christ. According to the belief of Christians, it was established by Jesus Christ in the year of 1st century, and it was first established a place called Nazareth in present-day Palestine, and later the Romans established the Christianity as a religion, and it was established in Bethlehem in Jerusalem. Okay, and Jesus Christ was also born in a place called Bethlehem. Bethlehem is a holy place for Christians, and he was born a place called Bethlehem in Jerusalem. Okay, and this Jerusalem is considered as a holy place for both Christians, Muslims, and Jewish community. Okay, and because of this reason, we are calling it as these three religions as Semitic religions. Okay, their fathers are joining to one tradition. In previous class I told you that was Abraham. Abraham is the common father of both these three races, three religions, that is Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Okay, so my dear students, that is a brief explanation about Christianity. Okay, and let us move to Islam. So Islam was established according to Muslims. Prophet Muhammad was the last ruler or last prophet of Islam, and he is considered as the very important prophet among the prophets. And he was born in a place in Makkah, present-day Saudi Arabia, and he was born in the year of 572, okay, AD 572. And in his childhood he was known as Al-Amin, or the most honest person. And at the age of 25 he married to a widow woman called Khadija. Okay, she was a business person. She was running textile business throughout Saudi Arabia and Syria, many parts of Arabian Gulf. Okay, and Khadija appointed, before the marriage of them, Khadija appointed Prophet Muhammad as the head of the business person, and by seeing his trust and honesty, she wanted to marry Prophet Muhammad. Moreover, Prophet Muhammad was also a very beautiful person in Arabia during that time. Okay, and at the age of Khadija was a widow and she was 40 years old. Then also she wanted to marry Prophet Muhammad. He was only aged 25, and both families of Prophet Muhammad and Khadija had a discussion they discussed about this proposal, and later it was agreed, it was sanctioned, and they got married and they lived very peacefully. Okay, and in childhood they had 6 children in their life, and 4 of them died in the early childhood. Okay, and Prophet himself was born as a orphan in his early childhood. Before the birth of himself, his father died, and in his early childhood his mother and uncles were also died. So this made him lot of mental pain. Okay, so he know the pain of the orphans and the weaker sections of the society. Okay, and immediately after the marriage they got some children, and those children also passed away from them. So it created lot of mental pain over Prophet Muhammad. Okay, so, and later after 10 years his beloved wife Khadija also died from this world. Okay, this also created a lot of more pains on Prophet Muhammad. Okay, and he started preaching Islam in the Arabian Peninsula, and he started the preaching first in a secret manner, because majority people of Makkah were worshipping many gods, including stone, wood, fire, moon, sun. Okay, many things, many devotees or gods were there for them, and Prophet insisted on the importance of monopoly, worshipping a single god. Okay, and remaining all the things in this universe are the creation of the God. Okay, that was the main teachings of Prophet Muhammad. Okay, God is one, and we should worship him. We should worship a single God only. Okay, they called it as Allah. Okay, and later let us discuss about the contributions in medicine. Holy Quran inspired the importance of education. Okay, the first chapter of Holy Quran is about education, or to reading. Okay, reading helps to education, and education changes our life and our society. Okay, and education only can empower our society. So Holy Quran is inspiring all the people of the world to read. Okay, read in the name of God, who created man from a mingled sperm, and he taught us how to write with pen, and he taught us what we don't know. These are the first verses we can see in the Holy Quran. Okay, so by inspiring from these things, many scientists had discovered many things. Okay, for example, we know Ibn Sina, or Europeans call him as Avicenna. Avicenna is known as the father of modern medicine. Avicenna is known as the father of modern medicine, and he discovered uh, medicines for measles like diseases. Okay, and he has written lot of text. Okay, now also it has prominent in when those who are studying for medicine, they are also studying the books of Avicenna. Okay, and you know, in the field of science, maths, and geography. Okay, when we coming to maths, the algebra. Now you are in ninth class. You are familiar with algebra, and this algebra was came from Arabia. Okay, algebra. Okay, and about geography, the first person who made the world map was Al-Idrisi. Okay, he was also inspired by the holy teachings of Holy Quran. Okay, and many things we can see in astronomy also. Okay, astronomy, literature, many fields we can see the influence of Islam, and they have given many ideas about the world. Okay, many Arabian people who visited India, like Ibn Battuta, okay, Al-Idrisi, like that people uh, had given us many contributions. Okay, and in architecture field also. Okay, in India also we can see the Taj Mahal. Okay, actually it was a Persian architecture. Okay, and majority Persian people belongs to Iran, present day Iran and Iraq, and the majority people are following the religion Islam. Okay, so in these areas we can see the influence of Islam, that is once again medicine, inventions in science, maths, geography. Okay, moreover architecture. Okay, these are the teachings or contributions of both religion, Christianity and Islam. Okay, I hope you understood the chapter very well, and finally we can see some we discussed the fill in the blanks also in previous class. Okay, and I hope all of you will go through the textbook, and please do the homework by yourself, and please send me the answers through my WhatsApp number. Okay, please send the your answers to my WhatsApp number. Okay, and in textbook you can see some question answers, 6 question answers we can see. Write a note on the life of Jesus Christ. So these things you can do by yourself after reading the textbook. All the answers are there in the textbook itself. Okay, and second, list out the teachings of Jesus Christ. Very simple. Okay, how did Christianity expand? We know that with the help of the Roman rulers. Okay, and Constantine, one Roman ruler, embraced or converted to his Christianity. Thereby it got state sanction or state support. Okay, and later they themselves take many initiatives to spread the religion Christianity throughout the world. Okay, and write a note on the life of Muhammad Paigambar. I told the story of Prophet Muhammad in his early childhood. Okay, life after marriage, and at the age of 40 he got enlightenment and he became a prophet. Okay, and at the age of 63 he died. So only 13 years, or lunar calendar, according to lunar calendar, only 13 years only he lived after getting enlightenment. Okay, and second question, what is Hijrah? So I told you immediately after preaching Islam in Makkah, the birthplace of Prophet Muhammad, his native people tortured him through many ways. Okay, so he and his believers forced to migrate from Makkah to nearby another city called Medina. Okay, it was around 300 kilometers away from Makkah, and they migrated to there. This migration was a very horrible journey for them, along with the family without sufficient food and water. They migrated to Medina, and the Medina people accepted them. Okay, that traveling from Makkah to Medina is known as Hijrah. Okay, Hijrah is an Arabic word. The word meaning is migration. Okay, and after this incident onwards, the Muslims are following a calendar. That calendar is known as Hijrah calendar. Okay, now the Hijrah calendar is 1440 is the present lunar Arabian calendar, Hijri calendar. Okay, and sixth question: what are the teachings of Islam? I told you monotheism, worshipping single God. Okay, and 5 rituals are there. First is believing in single God, then namaz or taking 5-time prayer, charity, that is zakat, giving compulsory charity to poor people. Then fifth one is Hajj. Okay, visiting Holy Kaaba in Makkah once in a life. Okay, those who are financially, mentally and physically fit. Okay, so these are the teachings of Holy Islam. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.